Chinese written symbols are called characters. Chinese is written in 3 directions. Vertical, right to left, traditional. Horizontal, right to left, occasional. Horizontal, left to right, modern. Chinese is written using stroke order, with a stroke defined as a single motion of a pen. The simplest character has just 1 stroke, while the most complex so far has 57. The average character has 9.8 strokes. Did you know the names of the strokes below? Can you read or write them properly? Dot, 点 horizontal, 横 vertical, 竖 downward left, 撇 downward right, 捺 upward, 提 horizontal hook, 横钩 vertical hook, 竖钩 slanted hook, 斜钩 horizontal bend, 横折 vertical bend, 竖折 Although there are many dialects of Chinese, the written language is the same throughout China and across the globe. The contemporary Chinese characters do not resemble the original characters. This is a result of changes in writing materials and instruments. Although more than one system of romanization exists for Chinese characters, Pinyin, the system adopted by China, is the most common. Pinyin uses all the letters in the English language except for V. In addition, Pinyin uses yu. While Chinese uses traditional and simplified characters, not all speakers can write both. Traditional Chinese is used in Taiwan, Hong Kong, and most places worldwide, and simplified is used by the United Nations and in mainland China. The first Chinese characters came about as attempts to record natural phenomena. Pictographic, ideographic, compound ideographic, and pictophonetic are the 4 primary character types. River, 河 lake, 湖 ocean, 海 In written Chinese, there are over 200 radicals. Radicals help us understand the meaning of a Chinese character. For example, a water radical, which is indicated by droplets, suggests that the character is probably related to water. Yet, the radical is not always easy to determine. Sometimes, a whole character may be itself a single radical. Writing Chinese characters with brush pens has developed into an art form known as calligraphy. There are 4 materials needed for the practice of calligraphy: brush, ink, inkstone, and paper. Regular style, cursive style, and freestyle calligraphy are the 3 main styles of Chinese calligraphy. Students learning to write Chinese often use character paper divided into small squares, in order to develop a sense for the correct character proportion. Chinese handwriting can be very difficult to read. Entirely new characters are often used. Mastering this is a skill in itself. The Chinese once used a system of numbers, 4 per character, to send telegrams. Technological advance, however, including computers, allow Chinese characters to be too easily duplicated for this practice to continue. 1 E equals 0001 Me, 我 equals 2053. Good, 好 equals 1170. China, 中国 equals 00220948. To prevent forgery, Chinese money often incorporates highly complex characters. Most Chinese literature can be understood with a knowledge of roughly 2,500 characters, the level of comprehension expected of an elementary school graduate. First tone, 八 Second tone, 把 Third tone, 把 Fourth tone, 把 Neutral, 八 The vast majority of Chinese characters are monosyllabic. Romanization practices often use accent or tone marks to assist with pronunciation. The length of a book is measured by the total number of characters rather than by the number of pages. Although written Chinese makes use of familiar punctuation, such as question marks and colons, there is a special Chinese period which connects similar items, much like a comma. A single Chinese sentence can run the length of a whole paragraph. Both Korean and Japanese have incorporated Chinese characters into their written forms. The Japanese have created Chinese characters of their own that the Chinese themselves cannot read. Yuan, Chinese. Yan, Japanese. 谢谢. Thanks.